with glow tips, glow chat, glow fun. Knowing to who we belong, we grow in beauty, wiser and strong. Glow up and see who you can be. Glow up.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the Glow Up. It's your girl Kadri. I know you guys are used to seeing most of the other girls, but today it's just me. So today's video is gonna be a little bit of glow fun because I am going to take you into my creative process. But before we get into that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to comment and share. And if you're new here, welcome, and if you're not new, glad to have you back. All right, so let's get into the video. So as I said earlier, today we're gonna be doing a little bit of a glow fun video, and I'm going to take you into my creative process. Now, I attend the Greendale United Church in Jamaica and the Cayman Islands, and all the other girls who are part of the Glow Up attend United Churches. And so recently we held our 42nd synod, and at the synod we also had a youth synod. I am the synodical vice president, and Vanessa is the synodical president of the Young People's Fellowship. So the youth synod basically met and we discussed topics that are trending to youth, topics that are not only trending but are concerning to us as young people, and we wanted to know where our church stands on these particular topics. So the young people wanted to know where our church stands as it relates to some of these issues, some of these concerns. And after we met, we then would have to present what we discovered or what the young people want to know to the wider synod. And so, as to not make our presentation just regular, I was tasked with writing a poem to basically expound on the issues that we are concerned with or are concerned about. So you will hear the poem later in the video, but I'm gonna tell you a little something about how I get stuff done. Now, I write dub poems, and the first step to writing my poem is having my pen and a book. Now, I love a notebook. I love a little notebook. I actually need one right now because this one is finished. But my creative process always includes my pen and a book, and usually I write the draft and then I go through and I rewrite just to make sure that everything is where it should be when it is time for me to perform it. Now, I recorded this poem at home and I sent it off, and it was placed in the presentation, but I usually write it down first. So it's very important to have book, pen, paper, laptop, whatever you may need in your creative process to just get the ideas out. Then I would have to have the ideas, the topics, the things that we're going to discuss, what was important, what were the highlights, and that's what I use to basically gauge where I wanted the poem to go. So the poem touches on several topics: abortion, homosexuality in the church, violence against women, the constant sexual perversion, and the highly sexualized society that we live in, shows, songs. You can't go nowhere and do it about sex or sex. It's very out there without fear. So those are a few of the things that I touched on in the poem, and basically it was just me as a young person expressing the way I feel along with how other young people were feeling. So I just took the topics and then really just finding stuff that went together. So like the first line of the poem says, well, you'll hear it. Big respect to you, CJCI. Reason being, we are a part of the United Church in Jamaica and the Cayman Islands, and a lot of churches or a lot of young people don't feel as if their church hears them or considers them valuable and want to know what's going on with their young people. So I had to give you CJC a thumbs up for that, like big respect, because you see your young people, you know our concerns, and you know the things that are bothering us, or you want to know. So big respect for that. And then I went into what we were feeling, how we were feeling, and I don't think I minced I don't think I minced words. I think I was very direct with what I was asking and what I wanted to know about, and not just me, but what the young people wanted to know about. So in terms of my creative process, it's really just knowing what it is that you want to talk about or you want to address in the poem, and then just finding words that make sense and that rhyme. I don't know how to describe it any other way, because sometimes people come up to me and they're like, wow, that was so good, how do you do it every time? And honestly, it's just God, because there are a lot of times when I write my poems like really close to the date that I need to perform it, or the date and time of the event, probably on the day in the time of the event. So that's really just God. Like, I know I shouldn't procrastinate, but have a problem, but that's really just God, like, who helps me to get my words out and to make them clear and sensible. So you guys will hear the poem and you will see more of what happens behind the scenes in terms of my creative process. So let's hear it. Big respect to you, CJCI. Thanks for your concern for our youth life. I bear things are going in on the earth more, while we have to say if a dirt a dirt, but that's another vision for our life. So we not follow the one them. When I ask Christ, we are cling to His word and salvation, but we have some things but we not to understand. So here we see now 2021, make we deal with the real issues that and make we start fi address some things where affect our righteous living. So we want to know what the church really stand when it comes to violence against women. Yes, on Thursdays we wear black for standing solidarity against these attacks. But what else can we do before the issue affects someone close to you? How do we start the campaign or the protest? Who do we partner with on these projects to protect our women and girls from the evils with them are facing at the world? What about the drugs and the drinking under influence, the scamming and taking money under false pretense, the raving, the reveling, the things of our youth? How do we help ours to stick to the truth, not to mention the perversion of shows and songs? If you know see some sex, then something gone wrong, right? Purity it hard for you achieve. Oh, we fi manage. Oh no, help we please. And on the issue of being inclusive, we address the convo of same-sex marriage. Now we know the Bible say, we know say it wrong, but walk on when it pop up in our congregation. We know right them are talking a man. Some ministers, what is the plan? Society has become so liberal and everybody wants to be equal, but as youths, we are pressing in Christ, but we need advice to navigate these times. And on the issue of rape, when not stop cause headache, how do we teach our boys and girls to talk about the things that are happening in the dark and even in the light right in front of our eyes? How we teach our young people to be wise, and when them realize the signs, who would them for talk to? Cause we want to protect our children and their virtue. Enough things are going enough things are come to light in this age of liberation and freedom of speech, inclusivity and right. Sometimes it's hard for preach. Cause one other situation is how the church really feel about abortions. We understand pro-life and pro-choice, but what happened in a situations where the pregnancy never in the plan, like rape or molestation, when the mother life at risk? How we deal with these ones? And if them already do the act as a church, do we turn them back, or is it that them not get the same grace? How do we rekindle them in the faith? And it's not just the girls, what about the young men? How do we stop these children from having children? What more can we do for our youth for transformation through Christ, for bear good fruits? Make we start off the hard conversation, no please. Sometimes we don't know what to believe. Everybody have a story and a suggestion, but a facts we are look. Scriptural reference and revelation. Enough of what one in the world young people want hear from our church, who want to know how to stand up and fight this war in a time when sometimes God seems so far. So many issues, so much to unpack. So please hear we cry, help we firm like a rock. So Synod 2021, I hope you hear we clear. We try for click, but we need you dear to address the issues what we have faced and extend to us some amazing grace. Violence against women, rape, abortion, teenage pregnancy, same-sex union, just a few other topics on our mind. UCJCI, thank you for your time. Alright guys, so comment below and let me know if you write poems. What kind of poems do you write? Maybe we can link up and have a little collaboration. So let me know, as a creative, how do you go about your creative process? Is it similar to mine? Do you have a book, pencil, pen, whatever it is that you use, or do you just use your laptop, or do you just go off the off the room in your head, or what have you? What do you do? Let us know in the comments. And if you really enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. This has been the Glow Up. See you next week. Bye guys.